and today I want to talk about Inspirada. I want to show everybody what it is like and the feel of what that property or that community is like in Henderson. So Henderson is the second largest city in Las Vegas, or in Nevada, sorry. In Nevada. And of course, I'm in Southern Nevada. We got Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, and of course, unincorporated Clark County. But I will get into all of that in just a little bit. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into what Inspirada is and what the map looks like for that community. It's pretty exciting, and it's one of my favorite places in town. I was actually there just this weekend, hanging out with some friends that live over there. But let's get into this video. Okay, so right now, if you are looking at this screen, we have a map of Las Vegas, and currently I'm on the MLS. So this is not just a map of Las Vegas, this is also all of the properties that are listed in Las Vegas that realtors use. So I want to go through and explain what you're seeing as we go along. So here is the Strip, if you're familiar with that area. We're on Las Vegas Boulevard. That is all the casinos, Mandalay Bay, Bellagio, City Center, all of those fun things. You have Harry Reid International Airport right here. And if we go a little bit south, we are in Henderson. So this whole area over here is Henderson. And if we are in the southwest part of Henderson, we turn into Inspirada. And Inspirada is a master plan community that is like Pleasantville, I'm telling you. So if we look right here where this cursor is, if you follow along, this is kind of the east side of Inspirada, and it circles all the way around and then comes back basically to here. So I'm using the map view so you can kind of see the streets and see some names. Like right here you have Via Inspirada. So that is a main vein that comes right back here and comes into the back side of Inspirada itself. When Inspirada was first being developed, this road right here, which is called Volunteer Boulevard, that would feed right into the front entrance of where this community started. And let me click over into a map view that's a satellite, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So if I were to come into Inspirada in the beginning of the sales, you would see that right here, you come right through. All of this section on this side was Toll Brothers, so a high-end builder on this side. Over here was all KB Homes, and as you go through the whole area, you'll see KB Homes, Toll Brothers, and Tripoint. Tripoint is like a modern home builder. Actually, it's like a soft modern, right? It's a nice modern flair, but it's still very, very normal, right? Not too cold and cement walls kind of style. So as we go through Inspirada from the entrance, they have a whole bunch of parks. They have pools and community-centric events. So right here is actually an Italian restaurant and marketplace. So I've gone there a number of times, and I actually really enjoy the food that's there, and you can get ice cream, and it's kind of like a little neighborhood convenience store that you've never seen before. It's very neat in here. Of course, they have their pool areas. This is a community center right here. So if they have any events that for the community come out, this is like an amphitheater. It's a big covered area. I mean, Inspirada is very community centric. So, I mean, if you're riding around on a bicycle, you're going to feel like you're going through Pleasantville. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but it was like it was an old movie where you basically had, it was black and white and everything was kind of perfect, just like a movie. So that's kind of what I feel like when I'm driving through here. So we have a whole bunch of tennis courts here, outdoor activities, you have basketball courts as well, and this is all for all of the residents of Inspirada to use. This is an elementary school, very nice large elementary school right in here, and as you kind of go through the community, there's large and smaller properties all sprinkled through. Like these ones are larger single family homes, and then we have a little bit smaller single families over on this side, and then we have a little bit step up for that side, and then we do have townhomes as well. So in this area, it would all be townhomes. The price point for this area in general is going to be about $400,000 to a little over $1 million, and that's kind of what you would expect for going through all of these areas. Well, let's click into one of these real quick. This was okay. So this one's one of the higher priced ones. It's listed at $1.5 million. It's 3,400 square feet. This one is actually not Toll Brothers, but a Tripoint. So notice the modern stylings with this builder. I really am a fan of their construction, and I've known people that own them, live in them, and very much enjoy them. So you can kind of see that it's modern on the outside. I don't say this is too modern. This looks just like very normal, right? But normal on the interior, but a very nicer high-end build for this builder, which is very cool to see. But I don't want to get you too caught up in the listings. I'd like to kind of keep going through this neighborhood. So if we're going all the way back, we pass this school, we pass some great parks, and then if we head right on over here, very large grocery store is right here. We have Albertsons, a very large grocery store. Look at 4.3 rating, 700 reviews. Very nice community grocery store there. Of course, a Starbucks. There's always going to be a Starbucks in every corner. CVS pharmacy right over here. Food, fast food areas. A bar, Rounders. Rounders. So you have that. Animal hospital right here as well, and then a very large mini storage there as well. So that is right just ancillary. So ancillary product community shopping center right over here. So if we are going again over through Inspirada and we head towards the newer part of Inspirada, you have more Tripoint communities. This is where that $1.5 million home was that we looked at. You have another Starbucks, and in this shopping center, oh my gosh, I love this shopping center. So this has the bar called Whiskey. It's a great local bar, very cool, and their bar actually offers a view of the city. I mean, I don't even know if they have photos of it right here because it's so new, but let's see if we got anything. Whoa. Okay, so let's see. Oh, they just have pictures of great food and drinks. Okay, yeah, I guess you get the idea, but they also have an awesome view. So I really like that because it's not just an enclosed bar that you can't see anything out of, right? So going over here, if you love breakfast, right here is where you want to go. Breakfast Junkies. Oh my gosh, Breakfast Junkies. I have had so many great experiences here. I usually just pull up to the bar and just have some food up at their breakfast bar, but oh my gosh, I've had so many breakfasts here, and actually the food is all very good. I usually like to get a skillet. That looks like a French fry skillet. That's interesting. I haven't had that one yet. But they also have great drinks and flights, mimosas. If you like brunch, this may be a spot to go for you. So that is really cool, and it's right in the heart of everything. So you're right there. If you're looking at Inspirada, again, right here through this map area is all Inspirada right there. It's kind of, Inspirada is one of the best places I could think of raising like a family. So if you are a family-focused house shopper, that may be a great spot for you as well. Now, going here, they've kind of put commercial areas in between. I really like how they put the commercial areas in Inspirada because they're not just putting a big block, they're kind of separating it. Small block here, small block here. We got another one over on this side. It's not all in one space and you're not dealing with just mega stores, right? Just mega huge things, which I think is kind of cool. I like that for my community feel. They do have, going in through here, a lot of new developments that's going through. You have a police station. Yeah, I see Henderson West police station is opening up here shortly right there. I believe there's a library as well that is opening up. And one of the biggest things that's happening with Inspirada is going to be a new hotel casino by Stations Casino, and it's actually going to go right here. So it's not broken ground yet, but I believe they're going to be starting within the next year. So maybe 2024 is when, actually it's the beginning of 2024, I think is when they're actually going to break ground on this project. Interesting fact about this builder or this casino, Station Casinos during the pandemic, they shut down their casinos. They have a whole bunch of them. And now they basically sold them all or sold them or demolished them. And they're building all new, really nice high-end properties. And one of their flagships is going to be right here in Inspirada, which is very cool. And kind of going on that same note of new things being developed, this is a major deal. This right here is a major deal in Henderson. This whole area, you can see it's kind of a different color. That means they've disturbed the ground. They've started construction, at least on the dirt work, for this massive, massive building that is going to be housing a huge company from California that is relocating to Henderson, Nevada. This is going to be a massive tech project. This company builds CNC machines that, if you're not familiar with what a CNC machine would be, it's a machine that builds machines. So this is a very techie job here. A lot of high paying jobs is coming right there. Very cool. Now, if we're going into here, you're going to see a few different things. We have the commercial areas here, the new developments that going right here for other commercial stuff, right in through here for the casino. And then over here, you have new single family homes being developed over here, same as this location. And then if we zoom out a little bit, you can see where all the construction is. All of this area is brand new homes being built, and they're selling just as fast as they can build them. So it's very cool. All of this extra land, they're going to keep pushing out this way and keep moving this way to expand the community. And if you go right over here, this is actually Las Vegas Boulevard. So you're right back to Las Vegas Boulevard, and you can hit the freeway and go right back into the strip or into town if you wanted to do that. So that's, I mean, you're close, but also completely far away. This is such a nice, quiet community that's around here. I very much enjoy it. Oh, and then kind of pointing to this, this is kind of interesting. And I want to go into the parks in just a second again, because those parks are nice. But Toll Brothers is doing a 3-story project right here for townhomes, and they're going to be about $500,000 to $700,000. You know what? Let's hit right back into the MLS, and I can tell you exactly how much they are. $500,000 to $700,000. The yellow means that they are under contract, so people are purchasing those properties, and the green one means that they're still available currently. So that is, you know, let's look at this. So look at the pictures that you have on here. This is pretty neat. Look at how modern and cool this is. This is 3-story Toll Brothers project townhomes. Very cool. 2-car garage underneath, and right next door, right over here, this is going to be a Tripoint community that is townhomes as well. The price point here is actually going to be a little bit better. So you're going to be around the 400s on up for this community. And then over here, Toll Brothers is 500 on up. There was one for $499, but that one sold immediately. Of course, that's under contract. 584, 594, 600, 689, 789, and 609. So that kind of gives you an idea of where those prices would be. These larger single family homes that are right next door, 975, $1 million, just over $1 million, 600, depending on your size, your square footage, and your view, which is kind of cool because in Henderson, you really can't get a view. Well, actually, I don't want to say that, but I mean, for the most part in all of Las Vegas, it's a valley, so it's pretty flat on the interior areas of Las Vegas, and so you really don't get views. But you could if you're on the outskirts. Like this area in Inspirada. Let me show you this real quick if I can find a property that's on the edge here. Yeah, so this property actually, yeah, the one for 1.5 is right on this edge, and you have a massive view of this whole area and this in this area. Oh, you know what? Let me click into the map so I can actually give you a 3D look at what it could be like. So you're going to zoom in. You have, let me see if we can do 3D. Ooh, here we go. So this may not look as drastic as we're talking about, but there's a big elevation change from here to here. So if you're going in and if you have this, if you have a house right there, you're looking way over all of these homes, and you can see the mountains off to the side. So very cool. Oh, we got lost. All right, now that you're sufficiently dizzy. So going into the Inspirada, that is kind of the feel. I hope this is giving you a good feel of what the properties are like and what the community is like. This is really, you know what, let's just do a car. Let's do a drive around. Let's do street view so you can take a look at it, because this is the entrance that we're looking at for Inspirada. We have our name off to the right, Inspirada. And then we were just driving right through, and you have so many trails and walking paths in this community. I mean, look at these brownstones. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, that's a Toll Brothers product. I don't have any on the market right now. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's snow on the ground. This was like what, for one day in Las Vegas when it was cold? And so you have just a lot of walking paths, sitting areas, just to be able to go and relax. I mean, this is Inspirada. If you walk around, it's quiet. I mean, you hear birds chirping, dogs barking. Like, that is the picture perfect communities that you can get in Inspirada. And what I like too is that, look at this. This is open parking on the street, and you have patios that for your townhome could be right up to the street. So you could have your friends park and walk in to your front area, and on the back side of those properties is where the driveways are. So that's kind of neat to me. And then going in over here, so there's pools off to the left over in this part. There's a whole bunch of pools right over here. If you remember from the satellite view, right now we're looking right next to the Italian restaurant. So this Italian restaurant here is like a marketplace. It's Romano Italian deli and cafe. I mean, great food in here. But the first time I went in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a mini convenience store. This has a little bit of everything that a community needs. That if you're just going to like a local market, like I guess if you were in a small western town, you were going to the convenience store and you're going to try to find the small essentials that you need. That is this store right here. That's Inspirada's store right there. And I thought that was so cool when I went in and saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, can this place get any better? And then a lot of kids areas, parks to play in. Those are really cool. You know, I need to do a walking tour of this community because I keep telling you that the walking is fantastic, but it really is. And you know what? Let me pop over here and so you can see another one of the areas over here. Look at this. So you have huge park area, you have your tennis courts, and then lots of green grass. Tell me where in Las Vegas you can find so much green grass. Like this is astronomically huge. And then let me pull up right over here. My sister-in-law actually lives very close to where this park is. And you have pool area. Ooh, here we go. All your pools are right here, and they're all fenced off, so it's limited to just the people in this community who have the correct access to be able to get in. Usually you have your, it's controlled access, so not everybody can just stroll through from anywhere in town, right? You don't want that. But I love how this whole thing is set up. And going into this new part, it's getting even cooler. And right here, again, is where the massive casino is going to be. That is going to be a huge draw for this area and a lot more employment coming through here. Generally, actually, in Inspirada, I believe that it was the household income was pretty high in these communities, and the test scores for the elementary and the schooling, the kids' schools were actually very high as well. So that was a good education area, which is nice. And Henderson in general, this is part of Henderson. This is one of the top 5 lowest crime places in the country, cities in the country. So very cool for me, at least. That's a big deal for me. I have a small family that is growing, and I want to be able to have that reassurance, right? So going through here, again, baseball fields, lots of just park areas. This is huge, soccer parks that you can have in here. This is really a tight-knit community. It's pretty neat. So let me see what else we got here. Yeah, that's basically it, and this keeps expanding out through this area over here and new stuff over here. If you are looking for any new home constructions or resale on the market, of course, please reach out to me. I would love to help you out. And if it's not Inspirada, it could be any other place in Las Vegas. I know all the communities very, very well, and I've been a real estate broker here since as long as I can remember in Las Vegas. So I would love to work with you guys. And of course, come on down if you have any questions. Call or text me anytime. I'm happy to help. And have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon.